So I have forever been an animal lover.
Pets are very important to me, sometimes even more important than actually blood family members.
I couldn't make it without animals. I couldn't.
We made a decision not to have children. Our dogs became our children.
To me, in my mind, there's dogs, and then there's Great Danes.
If I come home after a bad day, there is guaranteed unconditional love from that animal.
It's hard to summarize the profound effect that animals have on your life.
Never did I ever encounter anything like veterinary negligence or malpractice.
We blindly accepted a medication that, in the end, killed my dog.
They weren't going to give us any feedback on his conditions until I had given him a check for about $4,000. That was just to get things started.
And this time, you know, it was really hurtful because of how her life ended. It was due to an uncertified kennel worker overdosing her.
It's no different than a brother or a sister or a child. You love that animal and you care for that animal so much that you would do just about anything for that animal. And when a vet takes it upon themselves to euthanize because they don't feel like you can afford it, that's not right. That's not right.
I requested labs. The vet literally refused. He said that he knew what was wrong with Joey. He didn't need labs.
What I absolutely hate is when veterinarians guess at what's wrong and say, well, if you don't want to spend money on any tests, let's just give some steroids and antibiotics and send you home. If they don't get any better, then bring your pet back in again. Then maybe we'll do some diagnostic tests.
So he gave Joey a shot of a drug that we found out the next day was actually contraindicated for his condition.
That presents one problem in that what if your pet has early stage kidney failure? And we just gave steroids and antibiotics that are going to further kill the kidneys. Whoops, oh darn it, sorry we did that.
The veterinary profession is a self-governing organization that takes care of their own.
I decided to file a grievance with the State Board of Veterinarians.
One of the major problems we have with the way courts look at pets is they regard them as property.
You know, like a toaster or, you know, a handbag. And we all know that that's not how it is. We're veterinarians and we know that.
They don't learn because there's no firm and fair disciplinary action imposed by these vet boards. If they imposed firm and fair discipline, we wouldn't be in half the mess we're in.
He went through so many procedures, so many unnecessary procedures, but at the time, we blindly trusted them. We thought that Otis was going to survive and he was going to get better. They gave us so much false hope.
So as long as I was keep writing the checks, they would figure out a way to keep the dog alive.
That vet killed my dog. I told him, you killed my dog, and you can't convince me otherwise.
All of us as veterinarians, this is the secret that no veterinarian wants to talk about. Every one of us have lost animals that we didn't expect to. Usually it's under anesthesia. I have. Thank God it's only been 2 or 3, I think, in my entire career. But that's 2 or 3 too many. That's 2 or 3 devastations for clients.
Why didn't I know this was going on? I mean, I was a medic and I was in the medical industry and I know what goes on with humans, so why did it ever cross my mind that it went on with our pets?
Just happened to be on Facebook Googling and I came upon Joey's legacy. And I couldn't believe how much more this was happening. You know, I thought, oh, you know, this is a rare case, but it's way more prevalent than people imagine it is.
Initially, Joey's Legacy was a support group for bereaved pet parents, parents of companion animals. And then we realized there was a need for an organization to help the bereaved seek justice if they had allegations of negligence or malpractice.
So there's an effort, largely through Joey's legacy, to reclassify pets as sentient creatures rather than inanimate objects, which would thereby give them more value in the eyes of the court.
So Joey's legacy, I credit Joey's legacy with allowing me to get out of bed in the morning. The advocacy is incredible what Scott's doing. And he was the one who actually helped me find my attorney to take on this case.
Call Joey's Legacy or write Joey's Legacy an email or a letter, and Scott will team you up with a lawyer and a veterinarian in your state that will look over your records, and they will tell you, and they tell you the truth, but they will say, yes, you have a veterinary malpractice or negligence case.
What we're trying to do here is expose what needs to be exposed, what's been covered up for a long time.
This documentary is so important, in my mind, my opinion, is that we have to get these stories out there, make people aware that this is something that isn't, a rare occurrence. It's been happening all over the United States.
The majority of veterinarians we're going to find out there are competent in their trade, for the most part, not to say that we don't all make mistakes. But if you have a veterinarian that's arrogant or won't listen to you, that's a much bigger danger sign. They may take more risks, they may be less honest, and I think you deserve the best.
I only hope that Noah's loss can keep other animals safe and healthy, and that we can look at the vet world and try to fix what is wrong.
Be accountable. Don't forget your humanity. Don't forget your compassion. Don't forget what drew you into this profession in the first place, because it's a glorious profession. But don't be on the wrong side of Joey's legacy.
So we want to expose to the world, and certainly to the 85 million parents of companion animals in this country, what's going on, and they need to be better educated so they can better advocate for their own companion animals.
You can help us to complete our documentary by donating to Joey's Legacy now. Our goal is to improve the lives of all companion animals. Thank you.